Where you
fuck
going?
with crack like that. Oh, you didn't tell me he was Brent.
I,
I
I,
hope he didn't hear that, did he?
he probably did. He probably did. I ain't gonna hold you. He probably did for sure. For sure. But it's cool.
I'm
It's cool. You know why it's cool? Because at the end of the day, he not gonna whoop your ass over it. Hopefully, so you'll be fine.
not yet.
Yeah, not yet. He ain't get his robo wings yet.
It's Robo Wings. Skynet not ready yet.
Skynet
Technology's just
not
not there.
ready yet. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. Dumber, slower.
Please, God, do.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, man? It's another one. We bike for a 85th time.
In a row, no breaks.
No breaks. No. I mean, we technically took some weeks off, but that
No,
ain't.
they
Yeah,
don't know that.
I mean, they would. They probably listen, man. Hardest working potters in the business, and if you don't believe that, then
Literally.
you're entitled to your opinion. But
No, you wrong.
I know, yeah. Of course you're wrong. Of course you're wrong. Yeah. You're on my man, sir. So what we on today, man? What we on today? How we feeling, man? It's Friday. First off, we usually
Oh,
pot
yeah.
on a Thursday, but it's Friday.
We haven't potted on Thursday in like 3 months, bro.
I would say 3 months. It's probably been like a month.
That's faux pods. Faux pods full.
Full pots. Full pots full is hilarious. But yeah, I mean, listen, man. I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. There's something about the Friday night because it's like I enjoy getting off the pod and knowing I'm done.
That's it.
Yeah, like
That's
I'm
we
done.
done,
Not just
Joe.
done for the day. I'm done for the week. You did like I'm out of here. Um, but yeah, man. What we on? What we on, man? Talk to me, yo. How you feeling, yo?
I'm feeling great, man. I took a Celsius, yo.
Ooh, pop the Celsius.
Rock hard right now. That's what it's meant to do, right?
Ooh, boy, giving
He
off
said,
heat.
pop the Celsius.
Pop the Celsius.
Took
Boy,
some
giving off heat
Makaru
right
too.
now. You mixed it with
And
the
some, listen,
ashwagandha.
first off, Kevin Gates is a sick Negro. Like that nigga needs to be in federal prison.
That nigga mixing the Celsius with the ashwagandha. Oh,
I don't want to know who he's fucking. I feel sorry for her.
I don't either, bro. I don't want to know nothing about like it's. I seen a post where it was basically saying like I forgot what it was. I think you even retweeted it about Kevin Gates. Do you remember
What
the
he
post I'm
do?
talking about? Where no, it was just like it's like ladies will say they want a certain type of nigga, not understanding that
Oh yeah,
type of nigga might just be Kevin Gates. I wish I could find that post. I don't know if I could find the exact post, but that post had me crying. Where it was like, "What if I told you?"
it's a terrifying thought.
Yeah, it's a terrifying thought, but the nigga you looking for might be Kevin Gates, and
They not ready for that conversation yet.
I'm scared. I pray it's not him.
Couldn't possibly be him.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
But shit, what else? What we got? What we got, man? What we got? Well, I forgot to put this on the list. We'll talk about it in the video game section.
the ashwagandha. Oh, never mind. You
The
said video games.
Ashwagandha DLC.
Is that for Wild Hearts? Like they had that's you mixing monsters and ashwagandha? That sounds dangerous. I'm not gonna hold you.
He said, "Of course you don't know any voluminous." That video is insane, bro. All right, so shoot, where we at with it, man? Where you want to start first? What you want to get off, yo?
Let's start with let's start light. Let's start with since you added something to the game section. Let's start with games
Let's
before we
start.
get into the hard hitting, heavy reporting.
Mm-hmm.
Because people come to us for real
That's what they
journalism.
come to us for. They come to the Bozo Behavior podcast to get real, hard hitting, cutting, in depth analysis of social issues in America today. And the first one we're going to run off with is the Elden Ring DLC, baby.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, talk to these niggas, man. Talk to these niggas. Man.
First off, Elden Ring, greatest game ever made.
Ever made, nigga.
It's not up for debate. DLC, greatest DLC ever made.
Ever made. You look at me and you tell me that's not the best DLC.
Now, what's the DLC about?
Man,
I
that's
think
the gotta find out. For real,
it's
for real.
called Shadows of the Erdtree. So I'm assuming, and based off of the picture, it looked like the Erdtree is done. Is done for. So I'm assuming this is after we burned it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe it's not.
Yeah, that's another thing that FromSoft does with their expansion packs is a lot of times it's some time traveling shenanigans, or you go into a painting and pop out at the end of the universe, or you go to another galaxy or something. There's no way to know what the fuck is going on with these people.
Also, it could be a Mikola DLC.
That's what everybody's hoping for, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm hoping for it, but I have been interested in it because I mean, Mikola clearly is strong as hell. If everybody was, you know what I mean, dying of thirst to make sure they could be there. So I
Now
don't know.
that the DLC's coming out, I need to get back into my Elden Rings lore and remember all the stuff I forgot because it gets
Yeah,
deep.
it should get deeper. But yeah, man, this ought to be great, man. This ought to be fantastic.
Elden Ring wins Game of the Year 2 years in a row with this expansion.
Elden Ring wins DLC of the year. And it's funny because I did see something where somebody was just like, "Oh, talking about DLC and like, oh, people going to change their opinions on DLC just because it's Elden Ring." And I was just like, I don't know if DLC in of itself was ever what people were upset with about. I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
Like
no.
because that's like saying like, are you telling me like gamers are just they're foaming at the mouth at the concept of an expansion? I don't believe that. I've never believed that. We've had expansions since the 90s. Like StarCraft, the original one, had a battle chest with an expansion. Whole separate game that was literally just balances, some bug fixes, some new units, a few new maps, some new tile sets. It was an expansion. That was DLC, nigga, before we knew what DLC was. But this is in 1990 something.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Think
think
about all the expansions from Oblivion and,
oh god.
Skyrim.
Yeah, no, Oblivion is part of the problem. But Oblivion is where people started to realize maybe this isn't such a good idea. Cause I remember that was one that had you can get the shit on your horse. That was
Yeah,
all
for
that
like
had, right?
$5.99.
Yeah, that was yeah. Yeah, they
So
wasn't jacking that.
I thought people's main issue with expansions and DLC in today's day and age was just games come incomplete like Destiny 1 and 2, and then they make you pay for the expansions, and then you get the full game that way. I thought that was the issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
man.
we got a full game with Elden Ring. This is just more content. First off, the people that are saying we just ignore everything about expansions because we get the Elden Ring DLC, they must not be Dark Souls fans because we excited for every Dark Souls expansion. It's just more goodness.
That's what I'm saying. I hate when people conflate two different issues that are
Yeah,
probably two different crowds. Like these are two totally different groups of people you're arguing with. Like the
yeah,
niggas
like
who are excited from Elden Ring DLC are, I promise you, are not the guys running around screaming that expansions are ruining gaming. Like it's just not how it's.
I'm not gonna be happy about an Elden Ring DLC, and then you know I'm not a Destiny player, partially because every 3 months there's an expansion and you got to learn something new and pay money. Like a lot of money too. I think the last expansion was like $39.99. That's almost a full price game.
Damn, sure is.
So like that's an issue. Elden Ring DLC, that's not an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not. And that's my thing. Like it's just like one, like you said, I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't care either way because even if there was hypocrisy there, like I think people fail to realize, like I am simply allowed to like something you do and hate someone else doing the same thing. Like I don't
Yeah,
like anybody out there
exactly.
that's groundbreaking. Like, well, you're being a hypocrite, brother. I'm here to tell you right now. That's literally how it goes all the time. Do you understand? Like this happens. Look around you. This happens everywhere Look at politics. It's the exact same thing. A guy accusing you of doing the thing they're doing. Like it this happens everywhere. Like, so I'm not telling you it's right. But what I will tell you is that I will let you know when I'm being a hypocrite. I will let you know when, oh, DLCs ruin the games. Not you, sweet. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm not talking. I'm saying like DLC like the concept of DLC, not you, but
Let's
like
get more specific. I would say DLC for live service games is ruining the industry. Like we played Outriders, and we were done with that game in 2 weeks. It was boring. Now they got this expansion that came out, I think, like late last year, to give us a full game when the game came out almost 2 years ago. That's the Destiny 1 and 2. I keep going back to Destiny because they the main perpetrators that put out broken games and then fix it through patches and DLC. Like one thing about Fallout 76, the game was a broken, janky mess, but at least all the shit they put out was free.
That's true. And they had quite a bit of ashwagandha.
And Makaru.
Nigga said the story. First off, I'm reading the Outriders DLC review. They said this DLC was essentially 2 to 3 hours of gameplay.
And that shit was like $29.
Endgame is repeatable, nothing new. Ultra legendary weapons are unobtainable. Too much RNG. Yeah.
Ain't no fucking way. 2 to 3 hours for half the full price in the game. That's lunacy.
Someone said they bought this shit on sale, 25% off, and still feel scammed.
How much was it? 25% off?
I think they paid 40, whatever this is, euros.
Wait. Wait, that's 20. I thought it was $39 for the. They paid 25% off, and they paid 40 euros, which is euros are more than the American dollar.
God, they are.
It was 20. No, and there's no way they charge full price for 2 to 3 hours of gameplay. There's just no way.
Yeah, pretty much anybody who has played the shit full price at launch is just cooked. You got cooked. And the funniest part is niggas was talking about Square Enix. Is like, bro, like really look at Square Enix's game. Like niggas said the Outriders plus the DLC, basically where you cut the game in half to make more money. Then you have the Avengers, the whole fake Destiny makeover.
Yeah.
Then you have Babylon's Fall. I don't even know what happened with that game, but nigga put in parentheses, oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh, it's about to be a battle.
And then Deus Ex Mankind Divided. That doesn't even sound like a Square Enix game. Why is that a Square Enix game?
Deus Ex. They make you never played Deus Ex Machina?
I have. That was a Square Enix game back then too.
Yeah.
That was Eidos, but is Eidos with?
I'm pretty sure they're under Square Enix, and I think.
Oh yeah, they are. Square Enix Limited, which was formerly some other shit in Eidos Interactive. Okay, didn't know that. Did not.
Is that company even still around?
What, Eidos?
Yeah.
No. So they have let me see. They have an Eidos Montreal that stands alone.
Oh, okay. Montreal's not a real place anyway.
But Eidos Interactive was absorbed into Square Enix Europe in 2009.
Damn. So okay. Wow.
But yeah, no. These I'm gonna be honest with you. These Square Enix games fucking stink. I'm here to tell you right now.
What do Square Enix put out besides Final Fantasy?
Oh,
that's good.
Oh, that's
no. I'm saying that's good. Yeah.
Oh, they put out Nier.
Oh, Nier Automata.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Even though, wait, hold on, were they the dev on that, or were they even involved in that? They were a publisher. Gotcha.
I'm not giving them that.
He said, "Nah, can't get that. Can't get that." Let's see the rest of Square Enix. And this is my issue, right? This is my problem that I had with Square Enix, because it was like, bro, when y'all not making RPGs and Japanese games, you niggas stink. And even when y'all making those, they don't be great every time. But it's like, dog, y'all should stink for real.
Like I just said, if it's not Final Fantasy, they don't know what they doing.
They don't. His ass does not know what he's doing. Like I'm looking now, they got Octopath Traveler. Heard that was really good. It's an
Okay.
RPG, right? Like
JRPG.
not Power Wash Simulator. um,
Power Watch Simulator. I gotta play that actually.
I don't know. So I think this isn't Square Enix's game. I think they just have a Final Fantasy themed DLC available in the game.
Final Fantasy DLC in Power Watch Simulator.
Yeah, the Midgar special pack.
I'm looking at Power Watch Simulator and I don't know what I was expecting, but it's just a nigga power wash and shit.
That's true. That's true. That's what it is.
This actually looks. No, I'm not going. I'm not going to buy Power Wash Simulator.
Like I'm looking like it's Forspoken. You got a bunch of Switch.
Oh yeah, Square Enix did do
game,
Forspoken.
Switch game, Final Fantasy, Tactics, Ogre. Like this is all y'all are good at. Like Dragon Quest, Valkyrie Elysium. Which honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. What is this? Show me what the game is. This looks like yeah, sure, another little RPG. The Dio Field Chronicle. Let me guess. A bunch of Fire Emblem looking ass niggas who it's a real time tactical bet. What is this? Real time strategy? Boy, anyway, I don't care. Star Ocean RPG, Valkyrie Profile, same thing. Nier, same thing. Life is Strange 2, I guess that's something. Thank
They
God.
made Life is Strange 2?
Yeah, well, apparently they can make something else. But then guess
Did they make the first one?
Maybe. Yep, Life is Strange 2 Colors. Is that the first one?
It might be DLC for the first one or something. I didn't know Square Enix made that, yeah.
Chrono Cross, Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin, Octopath Traveler, Various Daylight, Harvest Stella, Triangle Strategy. I think you're getting the hint here. These niggas don't make good games. They really don't. Echoes of Mana, because, oh boy, the Of Mana series hasn't seen enough games. Dragon Quest, again. Dissidia, Final Fantasy, Opera. Man, what?
The fact that Square Enix is still in business is crazy to me. They must publish a ton of games because
they do. I'm looking at these. Like I bet you, when I look at these games, this game probably came out like this year. Like it looks like they're putting out so many. It's just they're flooding the market with bullshit. That's how I know. Like I don't want to play y'all games. Oh, they made Just Cause.
Other than Final Fantasy, they made Just Cause.
Just Cause 4.
Hey, I won't shit on that for that. I'm a Just Cause fan.
The Last Remnant. Why do I feel like I vaguely remember that game?
You probably think about Remnant from the Ashes.
Oh, you might be right. Yes,
a good game not made by them.
Final Fantasy 7, the other Final Fantasy, the million Final Fantasy, like nigga, you niggas don't know anything. I'm not gonna.
I will say Final Fantasy 16 looked crazy.
They do look crazy, but we'll see how it play because I don't care how these Final Fantasies look.
No, but when I say look, I mean like the gameplay looked crazy. You didn't see the gameplay drop?
Dying Light 2 is a Square Enix game. That game also stunk. So you know what? It tracks.
Techland is under Square Enix?
I don't know. I gotta see because it's on. This is on. It must be because
Square Enix probably.
Yeah, this is on Square Enix's website. So I mean, I would assume.
Damn.
So. But Dying Light 2. So think about it. Everything that they make that's not some fucking generic Japanese RPGs fucking blows. And I'm sure the generic Japanese RPGs ain't the best neither. But at least there's probably some consistency with those.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of the part of the reason why I didn't trust Forspoken just to begin with, because I'm just like, I don't trust Square Enix to make these games anymore. I did at one point, but it's like, dog, I would say after like Final Fantasy 13, that was the last of like, because I didn't think 13 was that good, and then once they just kept going that route with them shits. Releasing DLC why do you need DLC in a Final Fantasy game? A single player RPG, that doesn't even make sense. I don't even get it.
The last Final Fantasy I played was X2.
Oh, 10-2. Yeah, 10-2 was great. I love 10.
I like the whole story between X and X2. I downloaded Final Fantasy 15 because it was free. It comes with PlayStation, but I haven't played it. But I did hear that since they revamped the combat, that it's better than 13. And 16, the combat looks like they leaned even further. It how they've been moving away from turn-based. This if you look up like gameplay of 16, it looks like 15 turned up to like 10. The combat looks great.
Only thing I didn't like was just like the setting. I'm like, bro, you can go anywhere. Go to feudal Japan. For a Japanese game maker and niggas based in Japan, y'all sure look into fucking Europe quite a bit. It's a little weird to me. That's all I'm saying. Not sure
Where's
what.
I can't speak on it because I have not paid attention to a setting in any of these games. But I do remember 15. I know exactly what you mean. I don't like it just looked to me. Everything, every environment just looked Like I've seen so many videos of niggas fighting turtles in open fields with they flying around in this car and I'll just see a sky. They don't really see much going on.
Yeah. And honestly, the other thing I don't like is like I don't like he said that's it. I need a new game to play. I'm crying. Yeah, the Elden Ring DLC coming out, so don't worry.
Yeah.
That's the other part of my issue with like a lot of these new Final Fantasies. Like that bitch will look great, but it's just like when you see these interfaces now, it's like I didn't know I was playing Dragon Age. Like I didn't know I was playing like you know what I mean? It's just like this just don't I just don't even feel like I'm not to say that it has to be turn based because I mean I prefer it that way. I know some people hate that shit, but I liked it. I didn't have any problem
Yeah.
with turn based games.
I'm not a fan of turn based. The only turn based game that I play is Pokemon.
Yeah, and honestly, that's the funniest thing. Pokemon is so in depth now that even though it's still turn based, that game is deeper and has more to flesh out than a lot of these RPGs do.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and to me, I honestly I feel like I don't want to play Pokemon's turn based, which is hilarious because like I'll play turn based, but I don't want to play Pokemon.
This nigga's so ass backwards.
Yeah, yeah, man. But anyway, so I don't know. Final Fantasy 16 looks cool and all. It might be all right. We'll see how it go. Not to say that it's gonna be dookie, because like you said, I'm watching a 45-minute video, gameplay video right this instant, and he's beating the shit out of these people right now. It's
Yeah.
just,
I
but it
think the
just
clip that I saw, you remember summons from the game? And it
mhm.
was just two big ass monsters fighting each other. It looked like a fighting game for giant monsters.
Right, exactly. Like, have you ever seen a game called Xenoblade Chronicles? Like, that's kind
Mm.
of what fucking Final Fantasy looks like now, and it's just like, dog, shit like this is too fucking much. Why is all this happening on the screen? Like, like that'd be the part that'd be blowing my mind. Like, I'm just like, you watch a game and it's just like, bro, like Xenoblade was insane. I heard that was a really good game for the Switch. I really
Mm.
wanted to get it. I saw gameplay, and this motherfucker had a party of seven. Of seven.
That's a lot happening.
And they
That's a
all
lot of shit you
had
gotta
at least
manage.
like four moves. I was like, I will never manage seven niggas with four moves each. And they might have more than four. Truth be told. I think I
What
just saw
happened to parties of four?
what happened to just ordinary human beings. Nigga, this is a doodad game. This is
A
insane.
doodad game.
Doodad type beat, yo. Like what we doing here, yo? Like this is nigga. I'm not a doohickey wielder. I just can't. I'm not following. Um, but 16 looks decent. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. Because 15, nigga, I had no interest. I saw that nigga riding in the whip, and I was just like, what are we doing here? Like, I just thought it was weird. I just like, I don't know. This seems odd to me. I'm good. Like, I feel like a car, like like a Cadillac in a fucking Final Fantasy game is insane to me. I just don't want to look at that. Sorry if I'm an old man, but
I want to ride a
yeah.
chocobo. I want no car.
Shit. What else we got? What else we got? So speaking of, well, I don't got no.
Chocobo,
No, I don't have. I have no.
Makaroot,
I was just yeah,
ashwagandha.
ashwagandha. I was gonna speak on Atomic Hearts because I seen some video of this woman, and of course you can take it because I don't have the game, or I haven't played the game. But
I was gonna say you got everything I got. So,
this woman was playing the game, and then he was beating up one of them little robots or something, and then he killed them, and then he was just like something gearhead, and then Shorty just paused the game, was like, yeah, I'm good, yeah. Like I'm good, yo. You gonna give me a little quip every kill, yo? I can't. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's every kill. I'm sure it's probably not. But
not.
that shit had me crying because I'm just like, yeah, that nigga. She was furious. Like she was just like, no, bro, no, gearhead, nah, not doing it. And I'm not gonna hold you. From what I've seen in the game, I won't badmouth it. It just again, I just don't. These games look ordinary. So many of these games just look like ordinary games. Like the concept's not wild to me. These just look like okay, that's a game.
That's the most game of all time.
That's the most game of all time. Now of course the game also drew some scrutiny from Ukrainians over the Russian ties, and I'm just like, yeah, well, I'm
Yeah,
like,
I saw people saying that it was Russian propaganda, and I'm like, how is it propaganda when everything niggas are dying?
I'm like, listen, y'all sure giving a voice to these Ukrainians, and while they fight their battle, but not to another group that's fighting their battle against Israel. But I'm not gonna speak too much on that. It's funny.
YouTube is not gonna demonetize us; they're gonna kill us.
They said they're gonna take us out back. They're gonna wrap us.
They're gonna give us the old Yeller situation.
They're gonna wrap us in potato sack, and they're gonna do us bad. But no, I mean it's just insane to me. Like it's just like dog, like y'all even covering this, which is hilarious. Because like again, let that other group complain, y'all wouldn't cover a damn thing. Y'all just like, yo, shut up and get over it, yo, before we start blocking y'all. For real. But yeah, and it's funny because it also comes in line with their the Ukrainian president saying something else, and I was just like, yeah, man, I don't know, man. I think
Was
it's
it the president? I know it was a politician.
yeah, he's their president, Zelensky. He's their president, right?
Oh wait, sorry. You said sorry. You said Ukraine. I was still thinking about Israel. I thought you was about to say that horrendous shit that the Israeli politician said on air.
Oh, I don't even know what that was, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was terrible. Like,
It was bad. It was bad, Skip.
but yeah, so you can take the lead on this game because I got nothing.
I mean, I I don't really have that much to say because I mean I'm playing it and I like it. The whole shit around Ukraine and Russia, I don't care about that. Um, I mean I don't. So like the people that were trying to like turn this into a Harry Potter situation and boycott the game, I consider boycotting the Harry Potter game. I can't understand why y'all doing that because trans lives matter. But I don't understand the boycott over Atomic Hearts. First off, I've actually played like I don't know, I'm probably like 60% through the game now. I'm not seeing the Russian propaganda that everybody's talking about. And
Well, I can read an article and tell you why this is news.
okay.
On Friday, Vice Prime Minister of Ukraine and Minister of Digital Transformation. I'm not gonna say this guy's name because it's fucking insane. You have a K next to a Y. Like, but he tweeted that tweeted to the heads of Sony, Microsoft, and wait, what the hell? Who left?
Yeah, what was that noise?
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. But
Like,
oh, I think it was Craig. But he reconnected though. I can see it there. But So anyway, the Vice Prime Minister of Ukraine and the Minister of Digital Transformation. Whoa, okay. I think this guy's the same person. He has two titles. That's strange. But he basically tweeted official letters he sent to the heads of Sony, Microsoft, and Valve, urging them to block Atomic Heart from their gaming platform. Now, granted, we all know that this shit didn't happen.
There's no way. No.
There's no absolute way. But Fedorov cited concerns that, quote, there is a potential risk that money raised from purchases of the game will be transferred to Russia's budget, so it'll be used to fund like, there's a potential risk. Brother, man, they're making a game. Like, and I get what you're saying. Don't wrong, it could be that. But, like, that's funny. It's fun. It's again, it's just funny to see people make the same gripes we watched other communities make. Like, oh yeah, these people are making a movie. They're gonna use the movie funding to. Yeah, we don't care. Oh, these people are doing. Yeah, we don't care. We don't. And mind you, in situations where the link is not potential, nigga, the link has been proven.
Yeah.
We've watched the link. We've seen you take the money that you got through charity and use that money for bad. And niggas like, yeah, well,
what do you do? It's their money.
yeah, what can you do, huh? So that's why I'm just like, again, I'm at the point now where I'm just like, I don't think y'all understand. Y'all got caught in between some bullshit, and realistically, there ain't much. I don't even know what to tell y'all, for real, for real. And
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know what to tell them, but I can't say that on air.
But yeah, like you said, they said it was propaganda, and I'm like, because they have robotics and technology that's going to destroy the local
That's what I was about to
community.
say. It seems like people are using the word propaganda just because it's a Russian game.
Exactly,
But what
exactly.
you just said explains to me Ukrainians, they just don't like the game because it's Russian and because it may be funneling money towards the war. And so we can't play it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But I'm gonna play it.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the game goes, the game is fun. Like it has its flaws, but it's definitely a fun game. I like
Tell us about the flaws.
uh there's a issue where you get stuck in things sometimes. I guess it's my fault because I never like follow a path in the game. I always try to like climb up rocks to go over places. Um I've gotten stuck in places like multiple times, like at least 3 or 4, to where I couldn't move. Like I'm just stuck inside the rock, and I had to reload a save, and lost progress. There's also like some small quality of life stuff that they could have changed. Sometimes whenever you kill an enemy, they drop loot. Sometimes you're not able to pick up the loot, like it glitches. Um, it's just it's like a bunch of small stuff. I haven't seen anything huge, nothing game breaking.
Yeah, small dev studio. So
This is not Wild Hearts.
I know that's just my
Actually,
that's
I
my
don't know
favorite.
who made this game. Is this a small dev studio? Who made Atomic
Yeah,
Heart? Let me see.
you know, small dev studio.
Focus Entertainment. That sounds familiar.
It's because it's a small dev studio, probably.
If it was a small studio, I feel like it would be less of a chance to meet. Nah, y'all won.
Hmm. But yeah, nah. So what's next? What's next? We got Wolong.
Oh yeah,
We got
Long.
Wolong. I
We
didn't
got
play this.
Long.
First off, did this game drop or was that a demo?
The demo dropped last month. The game dropped. Oh shit! Look at that. Focus Entertainment made they made Evil West, that game that we played for one day last year.
Oh, who was this again? The
Focus
same
Entertainment.
people who made Atomic Hearts, you said?
Yeah, they made Evil West.
Yeah, okay, I see. Just small dev studio.
Yo, come on.
What you mean? They made Warhammer 40,000? Oh, they made a Plague Tale too?
Yeah, this ain't no small. Well, actually, they might be a small. This might just be a small small studio.
Yeah, it might be. So you're saying it might be a small dev studio?
It might be a small dev studio. Oh, they made Hotel Renovator?
Oh my goodness, yo. Yeah, yo. Put that in the cart, bro. They made Insurgency too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we're on the same side. They also made Hood. They made Alien Team Five. They made World War Z. I played a lot of games that these niggas have made.
See, I haven't played that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what these are.
You didn't play World War Z?
No, I know what World War Z is. I'm talking about the rest
Uh,
of the games I'm
oh
listing.
yeah, the next page. I don't recognize a single game on this next page.
Oh, they made Greedfall?
I can see that. Small dev studio.
Small dev studio. Oh, they made Farming Simulator 20, of course.
Oh, they made Mud Runner.
Racially motivated.
It sounds like it. Oh, they
um,
made Call of Cthulhu. These niggas got some titles under their belt.
all right, but anyway.
Oh yeah, let's get back to Wolong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What were you saying before we I
Oh,
got sidetracked us to focus.
that was all I was saying.
You
I ain't
said
played
what?
it. So I
You
ain't
didn't.
played it. That was all I was saying.
Oh, okay, cool. Next topic. No.
I was saying, nigga, you have? Presumably.
No, I never played. The demo was it was fun. It was a lot of fun for anybody that doesn't know what Wolong is. Um, it's basically like if Neo is Dark Souls, this is their version of Sekiro. And for anyone that plays Sekiro, you know that it's a very parry heavy game. Like in Dark Souls, you do a lot of rolling around, you do a lot of blocking with shields. In Sekiro, your whole goal is just to parry. Like
Mm.
there's a whenever enemies come at you, you gotta slam that L1 button or whatever it is on Xbox or whatever's on PC. You just that's all it is, just parrying. And this game is the same exact way. So if you get good at parrying, you'll be able to smoke this game.
Nice apparently. He's tripping.
I mean, I'm the parry god in every game I play, obviously.
One thing I did see and I like was though when I seen that potion speed alone, I was like, yo, listen.
This nigga about to buy a game just
Listen, I'm
because
buying
you
it off
drink real
potion
fast.
speed. For potion speed alone, I'm confident.
Yeah, no, that nigga just boop, and it's done. You healed.
Alright, yo, back to scrapping. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is what the people need, yo.
Yeah, this, yeah.
One thing that I like about the Neo games and I like about Wolong is Dark Souls is always like I'm not sure what the time period is called, but it's like knights and dragons and kingdoms and castles.
Like the
Um,
fiefdom era type beat.
is that what it's called? Fiefdom?
A fiefdom. That's like a what's a fiefdom? That's an area over which someone exercises control as or in the manner of a feudal lord, like feudal Japan. Is that not this now?
So that was what I was about to say about Neo. Like everything in Dark Souls and Elden Ring is like old school Europe, like Braveheart, you know, niggas in knight armor with swords and shields. Neo is Japanese mythology. You see Oni, it's in feudal Japan. There's lords. There's you fight fucking Yasuke, the black swordsman. That in that game he could turn into a fucking bear. Uh,
I didn't.
nah, say what you about to say. That was racist.
Never mind, man. Y'all won.
I
Y'all take the fun out of racism. Man.
took the fun out of racism.
Oh man.
Well, all I was getting at was just, I like the setting in Neo more because I like Japanese mythology a lot more than Game of Thrones mythology.
Not Game of Thrones. He said not Norse mythology.
I like Norse mythology, but mythology I don't like Norse history. Whatever time period Game of Thrones is, I'm not a fan of that time period.
Yeah, I don't care what y'all doing for real. What was y'all doing like for play?
Yeah,
Like,
listen,
what you talking about?
what was Odin and Thor doing? I don't care what Gargle Schmidt was doing.
Not Gargle Schmidt. All right, so where we gonna go from here? We want to go to the self repo and cars.
Yeah, selfie
That shit got the ejector seat. It just throw you out.
Yeah, we can talk about that real quick.
Door open up and that shit just toss you out the seat. Get your
Did,
ass on that.
did you read the article?
I didn't like read it super in depth, but like I did see that essentially, yeah. They trying to. It's like it's stages, right? Like it's not like it's just like a hard like get out. It's like
I
stages.
think it would be funnier if it was just a hard. I'm driving to like. I understand why it can't be that. Well, first off, it shouldn't be this at all. This is terrible. But I think it'd be so much funnier if you just miss one payment. It's just auto repo. You walk outside your car.
Late.
You walk outside and instead of seeing the tow truck you drive, you just see your car backing out and driving back to the dealership.
That's like the car. It'll wait. It'll wait till you get like close enough to see it, and then
Yeah, because they want you to know that it's going back. They don't want you to think it got stolen. But I do think it's funny. Imagine you driving and the radio just cut off, and then you look at your phone like, oh, I forgot to pay my bill, And they, like you said, they cut it off in stages. So I think it was like they cut the radio off, they cut the AC off, they cut the GPS off. Niggas just riding in silence, don't know where they're going in the heat.
Son, I'm looking at the patent suggestion, right? They was talking about the car could also call the police, insane, or
Yo,
if the lender determines the car is not worth the cost of repossession, the self-driving car could drive itself to a junkyard.
yo. So rather than, if it's not worth collecting, rather than let the nigga keep it, you gonna junk the car. This is unbelievable. This is like when restaurants throw out food that's past, the time instead of giving it to people. We are in hell.
Yeah, they said the gradual disabling of a smart car's features. That is hilarious. Like niggas turn off all the optional joints, like cruise controls off. Actually,
That's how dangerous. If you don't know cruise control is off, you try to put it on and you just crash.
Said in an effort to cause, quote, a certain level of discomfort to the car's driver. So it's like they being very clear. If the owner remains behind on payments, the lender could progress to disabling the air conditioner or use the audio system to play an incessant and unpleasant sound every time.
No fucking way.
Now that is hilarious.
Nigga get in the car and you just hear.
Nah, that's true. You get in the car. It's just like the moaning videos, like where you turn at it.
You get in the car. And it's just. Oh.
Or it sounds like one of them YouTube poops. I'm screaming. Nah, this is actually this is wild dystopian, but it is hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. This is funny dystopian. That shit that who was it that had the patent where you would have to yell?
Was that McDonald's, that thing? Or Burger King or something?
No, I think it was Sony and McDonald's was the example.
It was, yeah.
This is funny. That's evil. Like product placement is so rampant that they had a patent so that when a commercial comes up, in order to get back to what you was watching, you have to yell the name of whatever's in the commercial. So you just gotta stand up and scream McDonald's.
Nigga in the other room, Clorox. Come on, yo.
Like we are literally in
Mazda, Acura. I don't know what car that is, man. Come on.
Whatever that nigga George Orwell was talking about, we passed it.
Yeah, no.
It's done. It's over for us, unfortunately.
George, you would have hated it here.
He hated it there back then.
We got TikTok niggas finger banging their food.
Come on, man.
That's not what happened.
No, that's what happened. I'll be watching it.
Now I seen one the other day where it was just like, and it genuinely made me mad because it was just like, what are you doing this for? Like,
I'd rather see niggas finger fuck their food than them niggas cooning it up, acting outrageous like they never eaten before.
I'm gonna propose something very drastic. I would rather see neither of these things.
Well, you gotta have what is it, gay son or thought daughter? You gotta have coon antics with food or finger fucking food. You gotta have one.
He's a coon content creator or finger banging chef. Like
finger banging chef.
Come on, man.
I'll take finger banging chef for 800.
Yeah, no. Give me death. Give me a revoking of my civil liberties.
I'll just not see.
Pretty much. It's funny because I didn't talk about it on this pod, but like that the dancing monkey nigga, I'm not with it. And I'm listening. I'm gonna make it very clear. I'm going to offend that man every time I speak about him because it's on purpose at this point. Like if you want to lean into it, I will too.
Okay.
No. Don't rebrand. No, don't rebrand. No, don't big groove. No, you were moving gorilla. I was there, big guy. Don't play with me. Big groove. Nah, nigga, you are a jiving monkey. Nigga, I was there. Don't do that.
I hate him, but I hate the other nigga more.
Yo,
you know who I'm talking about? The other nigga that act like he never eaten food before the day of his life.
I never saw that guy up until that joint. And when I saw him that time, them two together, when I tell you that shit sent shivers down my spine. You know,
Wait,
like
there's a video of them together?
you didn't. Oh no, I'm not going to show it to you. You have to
No,
go
I
look it up
don't want to see
yourself
it.
or
I
forget it.
don't want
Yeah,
to see it. No, I
either
don't
you
want to
gonna
see
look
it.
it up yourself or you just never see it. There was a video of them together where they're in like a restaurant somewhere, and the coon dude standing on top of a couch.
Oh my god.
You know the coonery.
I think if I saw
And
both of them together, I would have an aneurysm.
if I saw both of them together, bro, I'm immediately contacting the supervisor. I want a refund, a full refund. You understand? Before
Imagine
they
being
even
in a
start bugging out.
restaurant. Yeah, if I just see you walk in, I'm walking out.
As soon as I see I walk in, yo, listen. I just need you to know it's about to get unbelievable in here, and I need a refund now.
Yo, you just bring the manager over. Yo, you allow these type of people in your establishment?
That's shit. You got your hand on each other. Come on, come on. No. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Let me show
I'm
you something.
about to get racist.
No, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. You can't let this happen. You can't. This right. Look at him. Look at him. You see him?
It's just
No.
like,
You see him? No, I know. I understand. He emailed you in advance and told you how this was gonna go down. What I'm telling you though is that you can't let this happen. That's what I'm getting at. I'm saying like,
listen. If you make me see this, I can't be held responsible for what I'm gonna do. This
yeah,
is my 9/11.
we will all pay a dire cost. Like I tell you what. You keep letting them come in here, I'm gonna call John Morant.
I'm like,
Once I call John Morant, you understand. Once I call him, I can't tell him to chill out. When he get here, I can't just say, "John, it's cool. We got it all squared away." Nah, listen. Once he get here, he got that blick on.
I'm gonna call John Morant and I'm gonna sit there like Homelander, just staring in
Like,
complete silence while he shoot everybody in the face. John Morant is like John Wick now.
Wick Morant.
Wick Morant, John Wick.
John Wick is insane. Yeah. But yeah, so for those who don't know, Lil Nas X, excuse me, John Morant.
Lil Nas X. Where he go?
Because they look very similar. Don't worry about it. But so for those who are the uninitiated, John Morant has been involved in some rather unsavory off the court issues.
Like what?
Well, here's me telling you. There's been a couple. I can't remember all of them, but there was. I think the first one. No, it wasn't even the first one. The first issue was him talking. He was doing a lot of talking after they got bounced by the Warriors. Like even before that, they were doing a lot of talking, acting like they were really them dudes. Then the Warriors bounced them, won the chip, and then they were still talking like they was them.
Was this that tweet when he said it's free to feel how hollows feel or something like that?
We going way before this. I gotta lay the ground.
This is before. Oh my god!
I don't think I've spoken on John Morant on here, but boy, I had to lay the groundwork. So like about a year and a half, maybe 2 years before that, he was tweeting. So he had been tweeting for a minute. And mind you, he was just tweeting out like after every game. He would just put one of them cryptic tweets out like, "The man with the sword is not the enemy of my friend."
Bro,
I'm like,
if you don't shut your fucking mouth.
Like, why are you tweeting like a wide receiver, yo? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, if somebody was tweeting like that, and then there was that whole interview where he pretty much said, "I don't see nobody in the West stopping us." And okay, like that's real bold for a nigga who lost in the second round in the West. Like, but okay, right into the eventual champions. But all right. And then there was just a lot of that, and then they were just chirping at the A game. There was.
I think Ja is rubbing off on Memphis as a whole because Dylan Brooks had something to say about Draymond.
I think Dylan Brooks has been. I think Dylan Brooks is this guy. He has just been waiting for the chance to be this guy. You get what I'm saying? Like
he got a nigga in his corner now doing the same shit. He's like, yeah, I'm finna go.
He's like, oh yeah, we tag teaming, yo. We what's the Range Brothers? Like the Range Brothers. But so he was doing that. He was tweeting a lot of tweets, and I wish. Granted, I'm not even gonna use. Let me see if I can get a timeline of all his tweets. He's got a lot of insane tweets. Yeah, that Hollows tweets was actually hilarious. But just this, no, this is in July, mind you. He sent out mad tweets. Yeah, hold on. No, that was something else. All these disable my ad blocker. I am not doing that.
No, yeah, you gotta give him some ad revenue, yo. You're using their website, right?
And mind you, so even like during the NBA finals, like when the Warriors was up, Ja Morant and them niggas was still chirping. Like, brother, you're home. Like, but all right. So
You
it
on
was
the
just
couch
a
watching.
lot of chirping he had been doing. He had been doing this chirping on Twitter at least for a year and a half. Like it's been at least that long. Like, but then he's just been getting into it with fans and talking about like you said, like you gonna what did he say? You gonna learn how hollows feel or something like that.
It's free to see how Hollis feel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
something
free to
like
see
that.
how hollows feel. Like mind you, and this was to a fan, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Like a nigga online. Like, dog, you're what? Bro, what?
Bro, you are a multi-millionaire. What are you
Right?
doing?
So then there was a thing where he got accused of punching some 17-year-old. And I remember hearing about this and I was like, man, all right. But apparently there was a police report filed and there was more in the police report, right? And this is what he was talking about. He was accused of punching a 17-year-old 12 to 13 times, a large
God
amount,
damn.
and flashing a blick at him during a pickup basketball game. And I'm crying. I'm like,
You were losing to a 17-year-old that bad you
he
had
might not
to
have been
pull a
losing.
gun out?
It makes it even worse. Like, what did he do to make that nigga that mad?
Nothing. He just trying to show him it's free to see how Hollis feel.
But yeah, that's the thing. And my whole point is the thing that I actually hate is people sitting there doing like, oh, everybody he going extra hard to try to prove he like that, and everybody keeps talking about where he from and with his upbringing and listen, dog. What I will tell you is having both of your parents and living in the suburbs is not a disqualifier for being about that. I don't know where y'all are from where that's
Yeah.
a disqualifier. Like, oh, I got both parents in my house. Clearly, I can't be up to no good in the streets. Like, nah, I don't quite work like that. But it sounds good for the uninitiated and for the people who've only heard Ronald Reagan talk about black people. But it's like, dog. So you already got accused of punching a 17-year-old and flashing a blick. There was the whole thing where allegedly, I think it was the Pacers, where he followed their bus or someone, people in his entourage followed their
Yeah.
bus, and then was flashing lights, laser pointers or something, which could have been beams on the gun. And like, granted, whether they were beams or not is almost irrelevant because it's like if you rob somebody and you give them the impression you got a banger, then you had a banger. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I poke my hand through the shirt and it looked like a blick, it don't matter whether I actually had one or no more because it's still armed robbery in their eyes. Like, so you had that shit with the Pacers, and then you just got so many things, man. And then mind you, he did some other thing where he did some finger gun reaction after he hit a 3-pointer, which is absolutely hilarious because he's gonna do this all the time, but like the timing's pretty bad. The timing's pretty bad. Then there was a whole thing where he allegedly got into it with the head of security at a Memphis mall, and then
That shit is hilarious.
and that was the one. That's the most recent one I've heard.
Yeah.
That one was actually really funny. Like, I mean, granted, it's like you can't move like this, but it was hilarious. Like,
I
basically,
want to know what the argument was about that made his mom. First off, your son is a multi-millionaire.
why and
Why are you?
why are you even calling him to handle an argument in a finish line? Like, bro, just lead. Like, it's like the Tyler Creator shit, bro. How you getting cyberbullied, nigga? Just log off. Like, bro, just leave. Like, what do you what do you mean? Just go home. But so then he's in there, right? And his mom apparently gets into it with some dude at the finish line, and then John Moran gets the call, yo, mom, yo, nigga, finish line talking crazy. I need you to tighten his ass up for me. And then John Moran like, heard you. Pop right up, like, I'm about to do what I need to do. And he pop up, and he's, him and like 9 niggas or something. Like, again, where are you getting these niggas? Who are these niggas? Who are these niggas? like, who are these niggas? Like, but you get 9 niggas come with you, and you allegedly threaten this dude, and pretty much say like, well, and you ask somebody else what time he get off, like all of that, and then allegedly you shoved him when he was in the parking lot and all. It's just like, dog, you are moving like the baby, and I don't care how talented you are, that shit ain't gonna last, nigga. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna last. I don't care if you like that. I don't care if you're not like that. I'm not even willing to deliberate whether you're actually about any of this shit. I don't give a fuck because your career will end whether you're about it or not. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care. Was that really we don't know. Are you really like I don't care. I don't care because guess what? Whether Miles Bridges was like that or not didn't matter until guess what? He couldn't play no more. Right? We didn't know. We were talking about some work where the Lakers play. He's capping. We know he's capping. But guess what? None of it matters when you now can't play anymore. So you can't sell some work where the Lakers play because you aren't allowed where the Lakers play. So it's just like, dog. I'm not even willing to get into the weeds of whether Wick is really like that. Like I don't care. It don't matter to me because you are going to throw away everything you had going on for what? Just to prove? I don't even know. I don't even understand the prove part because it's like, where does this? It's like, and this is what happens. I feel like when people create a chip on their shoulder, as opposed to like people really giving you a real reason to like, you know what I mean? Like when you create that chip, then it's like you end up in a situation where you're overcompensating. You know what I mean? Like you end up in a situation where it's like, now I can't just address the situation regularly because I've been talking a certain way, or I've been moving a certain way, or like niggas not gonna play me. Like I'm not. So you gotta like you feel like you gotta go extra strong or extra crazy, and it's like, dog, this shit is not beneficial. I don't care what you prove. I don't care what you think you proven. This shit is going to ruin your career.
Yeah, they're just literally speed running, getting kicked out of the league.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, when it was just you popping off tweets, talking your shit, just popping shit, and you going crazy in interviews, dog, you can do that till the cows come home. You'll always have a career in this league. But once you started pointing blicks at niggas' buses, showing up to foot action and beating up 17-year-olds, brother, man, I'm telling you right now, you got about one more of them bitches. You got about one more of them hoes till that suspension is coming.
Hope you make it a crazy one.
Hope he make it a crazy. He's at the local Fuddruckers when he saw
Fuddruckers. Fuddruckers.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be this shit like, bro, I know I didn't read John Moran and his niggas was at Fuddruckers. I know that's not what I read. I know
John Moran and his cohort of gallivanters at a TGI Fridays.
Gallivanters. Not the cohort of gallivanters.
They had a Bennigan's tearing shit up.
Oh, they had a Bennigan. They had an old Charlie's going crazy. Oh my goodness. Like, yeah, bro, stop it, yo. This is insane, bro. There's no reason you're in the Applebee's parking lot about to throw it all away, dog. Please stop. I don't want to see this anymore.
I would kind of like to see it.
It's just I'd love to see it, but I know how it ends. So it's just like I don't think I want to see it, in fact, if that's the case, because this just doesn't end well for you. And I like y'all. I like Ja Morant. I think the Grizzlies are a very good team. I just don't like all this funny money shit they doing.
Yeah.
I really don't like it, man. So I don't know. That's all I got. I don't know. Maybe y'all figure it out. Maybe he won't. Either way, I will be watching.
With popcorn.
Yeah, with popcorn. And I guess while we on the news of sports, might as well stay here. I posted it in the general chat, but so the NFL Players Association came out with team report cards where they rated each team on 8 different categories.
Okay, what's the categories?
Treatment of families, nutrition, weight room, strength staff, training room, training staff, and locker room.
Okay.
Now, most of these were from the players themselves.
Now, how much power do these report cards have?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and here's the caveat I will provide you. I have never seen these in my life, so they may carry no weight.
Wait, this is old? I thought this is something they just instated.
No, it is. It's new. This is what I'm saying is I've never seen this a day. Like I've never seen them ever do this. I don't know if they've been doing this, but no, hold on, let me see. During the last 2 years, the board of representatives have decided to pursue the development of club report cards that, while not a scientific survey, will report the quantitative and qualitative opinions of NFL players Yeah, it sounds like the Cards need new owners.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
NFL.
how much trouble are niggas gonna get in if they getting Fs on their report card?
I don't
They
think
treating players and families like shit.
I don't think it's necessarily carrying any extra weight, but I think it's one of those things where it's like, no, we're just making note that you niggas run a terrible organization. It's just kind of what it is. Like the Cardinals, dog, were insanely bad. Yeah, no, like literally, like their owner, like in terms of like confidence that their owner is willing to invest in facility upgrades was the lowest in the league.
Damn.
They have the worst ranked weight room, which some players feel is a safety hazard. Unbelievable.
Damn.
An outdated training room and locker room, and a policy of this is the part that like I remember reading this and I was just like, I don't know if I'm reading this right. But it said if players would like dinner, it will be boxed up for them. Cool. But players reported that the team will charge you via payroll deduction. And this
So
is apparently the
what?
club that does this.
This is a likely $1 billion organization or high hundreds of millions, and y'all are charging y'all players
He
for
said they
food.
sound, he said the owners sound worse than the football team somehow. Yeah. No, the owners are significantly worse. I mean, these niggas 29th, 30th, 32nd, 30th, 22nd, 31st.
Jesus Christ.
These brothers are terrible. Oh, you talking about the Commanders? Oh, well, I'm looking at the Cardinals right now. The Cardinals they're the 31st of 32 teams.
Jeez, who's the
Like,
32nd?
that's aggregate. I don't know. I'd have to go back and sort of look.
I
I'm
hope it's the
looking at the
Commanders.
Fs. I don't see how it's not the Cardinals. I don't see anyone else with that many Fs. The Browns don't look too good. They got quite a few Ds.
I believe it. Look at the fucking Browns.
Oh, it could be the Commanders.
Yeah, let's go. Commander
Yeah,
slander.
yeah. It might be.
Commander slander. Yeah.
Yeah, the Commanders are 32nd overall. Yeah.
Let's go.
But hold on, let me finish cooking the Cardinals first. So yeah, so literally, like you gotta pay for your lunch at the facility is insane to me. Like, I'm like damn nigga, even McDonald's pay for my lunch. Like, and this is just nuts to me. Like, I don't care how much money they getting. You want me in these facilities, you want me working out, you want me doing all this stuff, da da da, and I have to pay out of my own pocket to eat at the facility that you, bro. This don't even make sense. I don't care about none of the real reasons or responses that niggas think. This doesn't make any sense, right? And apparently, Cardinals is one of 11 teams that doesn't offer any daycare, and one of 14 teams that does not offer a family room.
Hello?
I don't see why a team wouldn't offer daycare. That just doesn't make sense to me. That literally doesn't make sense.
You got these niggas working out all day, traveling constantly, and you don't provide daycare for the family?
Right? And then the players reported that if you work out at the facility after the season is over, the team still charges you for every meal eaten at the facility. Again,
Dog.
The only team in the league that does this. So
They
let's
gotta get that owner up out of there. This is
see.
crazy.
The weight room F minus, nigga, 32nd.
Shit.
I didn't know you could put. I don't even think you can put minuses on an F. Like they did, they just did it anyway.
Can you put a damn? That's F minus. That's got to be like a 12 out of 100.
Nigga got him a 19. So players
Damn.
described the weight room as quote a health and safety risk just to walk through the weight room.
Just to walk through, they got MRSA on the floor.
The flooring is nearly a unanimous complaint.
Damn.
The floors are uneven. Floorboards are peeling up. This is nuts. But so 73% of players think that they have enough strength coaches. While that percentage may seem high, this percentage is the lowest in the league.
Damn.
So yeah, the Cardinals' weight room is dog shit. Their training room is F minus, tied for last. I don't know what ATC is, but basically they got a steam room, a sauna, but they feel like the sauna's not big enough. Second lowest. Oh, so basically, in terms of staffing for the training room, they feel like they don't have enough personal trainers or enough ATCs. I don't know what ATC is. They did not tell me. Locker room F. Only 30% of players feel like they have enough space. Complaints that it's old and needs a renovation. I mean, this is just bad. Like the
Yeah,
Commanders, I expect it
horrendous.
because I mean it's the Commanders. Come on now.
You
But
got Dan Schneider, the footman.
like, I just don't know how you get an F minus or F at all for nutrition for half of these things because it's like, dog, you are
Niggas need to eat healthy food to stay healthy. Y'all got an F in nutrition.
I don't know. Basically, the quality of food they rank 18 with a D plus, which is nuts that a D plus gets you just below average.
Yeah, how's that? That's not average. That's
Who is what? Oh, on Instagram. Oh, that's some girl I know from Tumblr. I don't. Why did she follow you or something? I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Please block her. That's weird. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, niggas they don't even know you. What are you doing?
yeah.
Let's see. Funny enough, the Washington Commanders have the best strength program, apparently. They said
Okay.
100% of players feel they receive an individual plan. They're A plus, tied for first. Oh. Training room
And
staffing is terrible. So it's the same shit. It's just staffing issues every damn where. Like, which again, I don't get. The locker rooms with the Commanders, they say 35% of players feel like they have enough space. Players want more personal space, better and bigger lockers, and more bathroom space. There's a lack of warm water and poor drainage in the showers. That is terrible.
dog.
The Commanders is one of 6 teams that make the young players have roommates, and one of 7 teams that doesn't offer any first class seats. Unbelievable.
Like,
Yeah,
so niggas gotta get on planes and travel commercial. I'm a millionaire and I'm flying commercial.
or like maybe we get on a chartered plane, but it's just I don't know. Actually, yeah. They don't. I don't know. I don't know what that fully means, but they are F minus in travel. If it makes you feel any better,
It don't.
they shouldn't. Yeah, this is crazy. Like,
They treat these niggas like shit.
yeah, and I looked, and I like some of these spots. Oh yeah, no, the Commanders need to have been like eminent domain. Just take them niggas. Like, yeah, at this point, like, give me that team, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? In terms of locker rooms, the teams with the best locker rooms in the league.
Yeah, I was
Again,
gonna say who's first on this list.
this is not. Yeah, the Vikings got A plus. They out there. Vikings got an A in everything, by the way. So just so we clear.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Lowest they have is A minus. I mean, I'm just saying. But
You said that's lowest they had was A minus, and they're only in 8th place.
No. When did I say that?
Oh, are they in first?
Yeah, overall, I would assume so.
Okay.
Shit. They got an A in everything. I don't see another team. The Cowboys are close. Their training rooms.
Really? The Cowboys.
The Dolphins are close, surprisingly.
The Cowboys is blowing me. I would expect Jerry Jones to have them niggas working like slaves.
The Bills is not too bad. The Bills have 1 C, but everything else is A's except for a B plus. There's a bunch of other good teams, but best locker rooms are apparently the Raiders, which is hilarious. Vikings, Cowboys, Dolphins, and the Saints. That's the top 5.
Okay.
Training staffs: the Vikings, Dolphins, Panthers, Colts, and the Texans. Let's go to nutrition because that's what we came here for. No team is an A plus, but the best teams are the Dolphins, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Packers, and the Vikings. Like, I don't know if you're noticing any trends here, but the teams that tend to spend money seem to have better teams. Go figure.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Go figure, huh?
Fucked up if true.
If true. Cowboys actually are the only team in the league that got an A plus for treatment of families. I'd like to see what that means. They offer a family room and a daycare. They have a post-game gathering area that's ranked 4th, and that's about all it says. But okay.
I'm really surprised by the Cowboys.
Okay. Yeah, well,
The nigga that was fighting for segregation treating niggas right.
Apparently so. He's spending the bag.
This is blowing me down. Okay. Hey, shout out Jerry.
Nah, we not. Well, we definitely not gonna do that. But but yeah, cool. That's what's up.
You're doing something you're supposed to be doing. Nice.
Yeah, we definitely not gonna do that. Like, but that's what's up. What you talking about? What you mean?
We here at Boza Behavior would like to rescind our shout out to Jerry Jones.
Yeah, we are not shouting out the nigga in the segregation era picks. Sorry. That's what's up though. Like you be spending your money.
Hey, shout out Trump too while we had it.
Yeah. Like trumpets, like the instrument.
No, like the next president of the United States.
Oh, Joe Biden.
God help us, please.
Yeah, nah, definitely. That's the animatronic.
That's a who's a what's now?
No, I was saying Joe Biden's an animatronic, but don't worry about it. He one of them niggas from Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's why he janky like that.
It's gotta be.
That's why he's Sleepy Joe. Because when you got the camera, okay, I see.
Mm-hmm. It's like when you take the camera off him, he be moving regular speed.
Yeah, okay, all right.
When you can't see him, he be moving regular.
Imagine a Joe Biden jump scare. You watching the State of the Address, you take your eyes off, and he's right up against the camera.
You can see the wrinkles on the cam. My fellow Americans, hey Joe, back up. Damn. Okay, so where do we want to go from here, right? We still got we have this cop in Tennessee. First off, there was a New York Post. Okay. First of all, the New York Post is one of the worst publications on earth. Yo, the New York Post is insane.
That's facts.
Because literally the title was like Tennessee Sex Cop, and I'm like, that's crazy.
No, that's
man. Tennessee Sex Cop is unbelievable.
Tennessee Sex Cop.
Like, yo, you have no shame at all, bro. Tennessee Sex Cop, bro.
They know why you're here.
Yeah, you didn't even think about naming that woman in the headline. They said, man, look.
The bitch that was fucking.
He said, I'll tell you 3 words and you'll know who I'm talking about. You want to try them out? I'm going to give you a state, right? I'm going to give you an act, and I'm going to give you a job, and you're going to know what I'm saying.
Nah, that's nuts. She need to sue them next.
Yeah, hey, look, for real. But it was funny because before we started the pod, we were talking about this, and oh man, I gotta find that the document. Oh yeah, but before we were talking about this, I posted in the general chat so y'all can see. They got the whole paperwork for the federal lawsuit. The woman's name is Maegan Hall, spelled unusual, like Megan
White.
Yeah, spell white. But mind, she's 24, which I didn't know. So I'm like, when did you become a cop? Like, she must have been dumb young, or was she 24 when she became a cop? Oh yeah.
I was about to say she look old as hell in them pictures. She can't be 24.
Oh yeah, no, Reef, you know where this is going, because once you read a little bit further, honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm switching sides. I should have never been on that other side to begin with, but as I got deeper into this, I got to like page 8. I said, okay. So again, we're reading the actual federal lawsuit paperwork. This is what we do, right? I told you, hard hitting analysis, nigga. Anyway,
Kobe boy, soft.
Maegan Hall is alleging that her supervisors and the chief of police groomed her for sexual exploitation, colluded in using their authority to systemically disarm her resistance, and entrap her in degrading and abusive sexual relationships, even sharing tips on the best.
All of those words
to exploit her.
Those words, all of them are nuts.
Now, those are some nutty words, and I was thinking, like, I don't know. We'll see. But once you start reading this paperwork, a lot of these niggas pretty much play friend. I'm gonna play friend too, and then mind you, they literally have a whole section where they're like, they outlined the 7 stages of the grooming process, and they pretty much match up all 7 of these stages with some actions that these niggas did. My thing is, listen, whether folks want to believe her story or not, listen, who was her lawyer? Did they name it? Bravo to that nigga. because that nigga is working hard.
Hell yeah.
That nigga pieced all these shits together, and I ain't gonna hold you. It's not. It don't strike me as too far off because the and, you know, and me, we talked about this earlier, but explain to me how she do all the shit that she do on the shift, right, with these dudes in the department, and she leaving. Where they at? Which one of
Yeah,
them?
that's what really blew me. I never knew that the other cops didn't get fired. She was the only one. How was she the only one when everybody was fucking?
And one and
They
two.
always, whenever they show like the pictures, they always show all of their pictures, so you think all of them got the same treatment.
You know, no. And so the other question though is, right, because these niggas were sergeants and a chief, and the chief is rocking with the sergeants. It's almost like, oh, okay. So, and this is the other thing I'm thinking about. Like, imagine you walk into a job and the CEO of your company wants something from you, and then the regional manager wants something from you, and then you got two district managers that both want something from you. So they all link up, talk to each other about how to best get something from you. Yeah, nah, that's predatory.
That sounds terrifying.
Like, that's like, yeah, I mean, that's like, granted. Now we can sit up here and say, well, she went along with it. Well, I mean, well, yeah, when my police chief and two sergeants are hounding me for some coochie, what I'm a start my tenure off with no support. When I call for backup, y'all not showing up. That's what we doing off top.
That's crazy. That is
So,
crazy. Imagine niggas say, all right, you give us some top, or next time you in a shootout, nobody coming.
and they're not gonna tell you that directly. But here's the
Yeah,
whole thing,
but
right? They were talking
yeah.
about how a sergeant who was this guy was the second shift supervisor for the crime suppression unit. Um, and then he's how do we explain the black bragging? Oh, I'm not sure what you're referring to. What bragging? She was like, yeah, I did that shit. I ain't hear that.
Oh, she was bragging about fucking.
Easy. I don't remember that. She apparently got caught because she was talking about it. I don't know. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I mean, granted, I can imagine she was talking about it. Now again, my only thing with bragging though is bragging and talking about it are two different things. So like, was it bragging or was she talking about it? I don't know. Again, I genuinely I didn't even hear about how she got caught, quote unquote. So I have no idea. Um, but while Deputy Reach is providing us some great intel,
Happy to read.
we gonna keep moving for a second. We gonna keep moving a second, right? So boom. So Sergeant was like, all right, if you work under me, I'm gonna see what's up with you. So he learned that she was going through the process of buying a home with her husband, and that the process was taxing on their relationship. He positioned himself as a reliable source of companionship and advice. You know the play here.
Yeah,
You know the play here. We've
yeah.
seen this in high school. If you've been in high school, you've seen this play. Damn, shit not going right with your nigga. Wow. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen. Well, if you want to talk to me through Facebook Messenger or like call me on my cell phone, like listen, like
I'm
I
here
got
for you.
you.
I can
And
be a
then
shoulder to cry on.
and then at the end, Sergeant Powell complimented Miss Hall's physique and offered to show her workout techniques. Like, yeah, I see exactly what's happening here.
Yo,
So then, leveraging his role and his rank, Sergeant Powell promised to share with Miss Hall training and tips in order to ensure advancement in her career. Yet again, I see right where this is going.
no, this is getting into some sick territory.
And mind you, this said early March was when he first targeted her. By March 15th, 2 weeks later, Sergeant Powell would bring up the topic of sex while he was on patrol with Officer Hall. He stated that he had, quote, played the game before and, quote, could keep it cool at work. During one such conversation, Sergeant Powell directly propositioned Miss Hall for the first time. He stated that, listen, quote, it's just sex. I can give you what your husband can't give you. Miss Hall said, nah, I'm good. Miss Hall said, nah, I'm good. Sergeant Powell persisted in requests for sex despite Miss Hall's resistance. Once we get here, I'm just like, okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is honestly like, I just don't, this is the definition of coercion.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
like it's the legal definition of coercion. Like I told you no multiple times, and then you use your rank and your position to basically make that no a yes. Yeah, dog. They got a term for that. They got a term for that. There's stronger ones than just coercion, but yeah, don't like again. Now this is the lawsuit. We don't. You said, well, Hall's alleged about the size of one partner and said to have described herself as an open marriage. Yeah, I mean, granted, when you know you got to do it anyway, I mean, you'll say whatever you got to say. Like, and that's the part where it's just like, I mean, yeah, when you know you pretty much got to give them some butt at some point, you going to say whatever you have to say to yourself or to someone else to try to make this make sense to you. Because it don't make no damn sense. So Sergeant Powell stated that he was, quote, taking an interest in Miss Hall and that Miss Hall reminded him of himself when he first started at the department. A lot of nasty shit, right? But despite her repeated denials, he texted Miss Hall during shift about how they could have a secret relationship. Eventually, she gave in. He said, come in for early jujitsu training at an off-site facility used by the department. When she got there, he kissed. He then pressured her to perform oral. She expressed concern about the fact that they were engaging in this activity in a public place, but reluctantly agreed. She explicitly said, "Yeah, I ain't gonna read that part. It's a little wild, but I'll post it in the chat. I ain't about to say that. But anyway, within days of the training, he took Miss Hall in his truck after shift for another encounter. She expressed a boundary by requiring the use of a condom. He agreed not to, ejaculate inside. However, during sex, he removed the condom. Yet again, stealthing.
Yo, that
like,
is what the
forcibly
fuck?
held her in place, and yeah. Okay, so yeah, no, this is. I don't think I need to read too much.
Grind this nigga into paste.
And this is just one guy. This is just the sergeant. Think about this. So imagine if this starts with the sergeant. He tells the next sergeant, like, yo, I'm telling you. And then he do what he do. Then he tell the chief, yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah, no. Uh-huh. Because at one point it said that she declined. But yeah, he said, all right, buddy. But so at one point she declined to give him oral sex, but he said he would not take no for an answer. He, quote, begged Miss Hall to perform oral sex, stating that he had blue balls,
Oh my god, not the blue ball line.
Right, yeah. On one occasion, she tried to end the relationship. Sergeant Powell called her heavily intoxicated. He was crying and told Miss Hall he drank an entire bottle of Jack. He threatened to kill himself, telling her, "You did this to me," and asserted that she was responsible for his imminent suicide. Like, yeah, dog, nah, she's winning this case. I'm here to tell you right now, she's winning this case. Like, again, if you can prove half of this shit, a quarter of this shit, even if you can prove damn near any of this shit, you're winning this case. But what it does make me think was this definitely says a lot about that media coverage that we saw.
Yeah.
And it goes back to people not understanding, like, sort of the legal intricacies in some of these aren't even intricate. It's just like what's being said legally. I don't care what y'all said, what they heard, what we've heard, Once it goes to a court of law, there's certain rules they got to play by. And it's like you see this in a lot of different cases. Like, perfect example is the Johnny Depp shit, right? People sat up here and thought that trial was about one thing, when at the end of the day, the whole point of the trial was that she wrote an article, and he was alleging, Johnny Depp was alleging, that the article was what was it, cap? Basically saying it was a lie. It was slander or libel, whatever the hell that word is.
Yeah.
One of the two. Slanderous tort or some shit. I don't know. So that was the accusation. Now, granted, in that whole thing, she didn't name him by name. You know what I'm saying? And then so what the trial then consisted of these two dragging all their nasty business out into the open, and then people drawing sides publicly and like on a nah, she said that, she did this, I ain't rocking with her. But then think about how that trial evolved and devolved, I would say devolved into just I'm taking sides, and it has nothing to do with whether they're like, think about it.
Yeah.
The whole trial was about whether you slandered me in that one article. It had nothing to do with the entire state of our relationship. Right. And so you see the same thing in the Tory Lanez case. Right. People sat up here and argued about, oh, well, did she even get shot and this and that. And then when you look at he was charged with 4 crimes. When you look at him, one was possessing a gun, which a witness said that he did. So that's 1. The other one was firing a weapon. That's 2. The other one was firing it near someone. That's 3. Like, dog, you just based off of what you're being charged with, if you're not willing to get on the stand and say I didn't do it, you're eating all 4 of those charges.
Yeah, exactly.
But mind you, because people don't care about the legal implications, we talk about all this other shit that don't matter as it relates to what happened, or, like, you know what I mean? And for example, the other example is the Dr. Sebi case. Like Dr. Sebi went to court years ago, right? And people were like, "Oh, well, see, he went to court and they couldn't prove that he wasn't saving people and healing people, so they threw the case out." And I said, "Yeah, but why was he in court? He wasn't in court because they claimed that he was a shaman, nigga. He was in court because he was allegedly practicing medical practice without a license. Now, his whole argument was, I didn't tell none of these niggas I was a doctor. Just because I call myself, I mean, come on. It's like
Anybody can call themselves anything.
anybody can
Dr.
call
Phil.
themselves Dr. Robotnik. Nigga, did he have a doctorate for real?
He might have. That nigga was a genius.
Yeah, he might have. Yeah, he was like that. But maybe he didn't. We don't know. He just said that. We didn't see his degree. But
that's true.
The whole point with the Dr. Sebi shit, like, he was on trial about whether he was telling people basically his shit could cure what they had going on and all of this and that. Now, granted, he got up there and rolled out a whole bunch of, he cured my AIDS and he cured my sickle cell and he cured my tumor and da this and that. And the judge is like, okay, we weren't even really here for that, but that's all right. So then eventually they get to the end and they can't prove that he was actually prescribing and practicing medicine without a license. So they throw the case out. But again, to people who don't care about what the actual case is about, in their head, then it's, see, look,
I'm validated. He's right.
If he was lying about saving people's lives, then they would have nailed him. For what? What was the charge? That'd be the problem. Like, and that's my whole thing. This is another example where this one's gonna win in court, but it's not gonna matter because people are gonna cook her, they're gonna fry her and lambast her because they're gonna sit up here and say, well, you did this and you said that, and you, nigga, we're not even here for none of that. Like why would it matter what I said when I just explained to you why I'm in this situation? You see what I'm saying? Like you worried about how I carried myself after months of an entire police force targeting me sexually.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the main thing. Like, after it's already said and done, it's been going on for months. Yeah, I'm talking like a hoe now because, I mean, shit, they've been doing this terrible shit to me for months. That's all I can think about. That's what I am.
Like, or not even like that's what I am, but it's just, again, what do I expect from somebody who's been, like, you see this happen, like when a nigga is in a world that they just don't belong in for a while, and you get out of it, and the first time you say something to a nigga that's like not from there, they looking at you like you insane, like you talking real loose, like, and you just like, oh shit, that's loose. I ain't gonna hold you. I just been in it for so long, like I just thought this type of shit was normal. So
it goes back to what you originally said. The way the media covered this, they made it impossible for people to try to be on her side initially.
Right. And to
the
me,
way they spun this, like the whole, if none of this came out with this lawsuit and how they groomed her and stealthed her and coerced her, nobody would have known any of this based off of the run that the media went on when this originally happened.
Because when they originally happened, they just presented this as she was sex crazed, she wanted just all the dick in the world, this and that, which again still would have begged the question: if this cop was giving all y'all the Uchi Wally and she was laying it down, how did she lose her job?
Like, nobody even questioned that before.
Yeah, no one even questioned that, because I'm here to tell you right now, cops will fight tooth and nail for anything that they want. If she is doing what she need to do for us, for the sergeants and for the police chief, brother, she's not going nowhere.
I was going to say, it's literally almost impossible to get a cop fired.
I wouldn't even say almost. I would say in that specific case, that woman, if she's doing that and it's all consensual and y'all enjoying yourself, brother, man, she couldn't possibly lose her job. Nigga, there's no lengths y'all wouldn't go to keep that coming. Like, no pun intended, but there's no lengths you would not go.
Come on.
I'm sorry, it was right there, but like, there's no length. So, but it just, again, it's just one of those things where it really made me realize, because I'm like, I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't ask none of these questions early on. Like, I didn't think nothing of it early on, because again, the way it's presented, it's just like, she was doing what? Oh, she was wilding. What? And she married to a nigga? What? She wilding. Because in my head, I'm just thinking, well, yeah, you a cop, so like, ain't no way cops can just bully another cop, right? Yeah. Wrong. Yeah. One, we see cops get bullied by other cops all the time. So that was also the other thing where it's like, well, what makes this any different when you consider it's also a woman cop who's young onto a new police force, and you have sergeants and the police chief involved? I don't care how tough you think you are, how strong you think you are. When two sergeants, direct supervisors, and your chief of police want something from you, you either finna give it to them or you not finna work here too much longer.
Yeah, you cracking under that pressure.
Yeah, and it don't matter. It don't got to be sex. Believe me, it don't have to be that. It can be something as simple as, yo, look, I need you to falsify these documents for me. You like, huh?
Yeah, you definitely cracking.
No, I need you to falsify that. And you can say no once, this and that, and then again, let a nigga call your phone like, I'm gonna go down for this shit, and I just need, and he talking about he going, dog. Once a nigga start doing them type of tactics, this shit is only gonna escalate. Again, your only choices are to do as they say or leave. And even leaving not necessarily gonna save you because nigga, I might live near here. You know what I'm saying, nigga? If I live in this jurisdiction, in this, district, plus they got all my information. So even if I left, nigga, what? They know where I'm staying at. They can come out they way to come get me. So this is it's just a wild case, honestly. Because I really didn't think nothing about it until my girl brought it up, and then she said something to me about it, just like, well, yeah, like that. But a couple other things that we was talking about, and I'm just like, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought this shit was pretty cut and dry. And once I seen her say that she was filing a lawsuit, I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess you got to get something out of it, right? Like, I'm thinking, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm just looking at it like, all right, I see it. You just gonna sue him. Maybe best case scenario, you'll get a little bag off him or something. Yeah. You'll be able to, you know what I mean? But now, once I see this whole shit, I'm like, oh.
And she gonna win, and she should win.
Oh, you gonna win off of this. Like, I don't see how you don't. But it also goes to show how that misogyny is a strong beast, boy. Because this is cop versus cop, and they said we do not care. We do not care. Watch how we do you. Because when you think about it, remember, the police chief was involved. At that point, I will utilize every resource the department has to fight this battle against you. Like, this ain't just like you battling one sergeant. You're battling an entire police force now. And anyone who he decides to rope in and try to get some help from. So, man,
and he the chief. He gonna rope every nigga in the department.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and that'd be always the thing. Like, it's always these people who act like, oh, I would never let somebody. It's like the same thing with Terry Crews, right? Where they said Terry Crews got groped and niggas was acting like, man, I'll never let no. Yeah, all right, cool. Let's say you in a room with a whole bunch of, like you are in a room that you worked your whole life to get into. And you, yeah, I'm gonna say these is what the headlines was. This is what the headlines.
Yeah, was giving, literally.
Right? And this is what the headlines are giving. But you look into all this shit, I'm like, oh no, I'm like, but what was I just talking about?
Fuck. Terry Crews.
But yeah, it's like the same thing with the Terry Crews shit where niggas act like, nah, nigga do that to me. I'm whooping his ass in front. Like, bro, you worked your whole life.
Never gonna. You worked your entire life to get to this point.
And granted,
you're never working again if you fire off on somebody that just groped you. Yeah. Your career's over.
In a room with a bunch of big wigs, and granted, you already gotta understand, especially being Terry Crews, dog. What you think? I'm gonna swing on this fat, round white man, and then what happens? You tell me what comes next, nigga. And
this not to mention Terry Crews, black beast.
Yeah. Mind you, Terry Crews is from Flint, nigga. Like, going back home is not the same for all of us. I'm just gonna put it that way.
That nigga going home to Fallout.
Oh no, he going back to Khaliid.
He about to get the irradiated water. Some rats gonna start peeking up as soon as he touched down in Flint.
But so that's what I'm saying. Because even in that case, it's just like, dog, you gotta hold. Now, granted, now imagine if that one dude did it and went to the next dude like, yeah, yo, you can get away with that. Like, dog, this shit can get super fucking sinister. And I don't think y'all really understand how, again, coercion works. Because, and it's funny, niggas do understand it. They just don't understand it from the sexual perspective. Because grown men coerce other grown men all the time. It's just not sex that they be getting from them.
Yeah, like, come on, bro, just one more robbery. Like, just slide with me to the store real quick, bro.
Yeah, bro, like, come ride with me. Yo, stop being a bitch, yo. Come ride with me, yo. That's coercion, nigga. You wasn't jacking that. You wasn't trying to go to the store with them. Now you at the store with him, and now he got his mask on. All right, just drive the car. Wait, what?
Now you a getaway driver.
You got coerced. It's an accessory to a car. That's what an accessory is most of the time. Some accessories, they be jacking it, but nigga, a lot of that.
I didn't even want to be here, bro. That's why the idea of snitching is so funny to me. Like, whenever you see mugshot of somebody crying,
I ain't even want to be here.
You know that nigga did not want to be a part of that crime. But it's a mugshot and the nigga is just teary-eyed crying. You know that nigga, he's snitching on everybody. And he should. He didn't want to be there.
And that happens. Like niggas just commit a crime, and it's like, bro, you know he should not have been there with you. You know that. I don't care if he knew it. You knew he shouldn't have been there with y'all. He just wasn't the guy for this type of action. Like, and y'all knew that, but y'all gonna bring him along anyway, and then be flabbergasted. Like, I just simply, I for one, am shocked that the schoolboy who had his whole life in front of him and had dreams of being da 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 is wow.
He told? I thought he was solid. The straight A student. Being a chess
Yeah.
club. He
Yeah, that's
told?
crazy. The mayor of College Park got charged with 56 counts of CP.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That is insanity.
Yeah. Boy got punished. Oh wow, I have never seen this guy. This nigga looks the type. I oh, he was on Kick? Bro, he was on Kick in 2023, yo. Anybody, yo, listen,
Ain't
first off, I'm
no
gonna tell you this.
fucking
I'm gonna
way,
tell you like
bro.
this. I'm gonna tell you like
There's
this.
no
Real shit.
way.
If you see someone with Kick on their phone in 2023, you call any agency you need to.
Nigga, call the CIA, call the IRS.
Call the FBI, the CIA, the IRS. They call the Bureau of
Call
Land
the
Management.
Adjustment Bureau.
They call the Bureau of Land Management. Get their house taken. Like do anything you can, dog.
Nigga, call the Avengers. This nigga is a threat. He's a supervillain.
This guy's facing up to 360, and this nigga's about to sign a real 360 deal.
360 years. Oh man. What I don't even want to know. I don't want to know what I don't.
You don't.
That nigga was on some insane shit. 56 counts, 360 years.
He said, "Damn, just kill him." Like, he said, "Bro, 360, boy. Like, come on, man, just whack him." Like, what you talking about?
This is in College Park, Maryland, too, right?
Yeah.
Damn, they should have called me. I would have took care of him.
Just told him, nah, respectfully. He said, "Yo, respectfully, perish, bro." Oh man.
He probably gonna get got in jail. You know how to do chomos.
I fucking hate that phrase, yo. I fucking hate that phrase. Let's see. I've been seeing something about this murder trial for this dude. I don't even know who this person is or none of the stories. This Alex Murdaugh. I don't know who this. I'm sure the true crime niggas is eating this up, but I'm just like, brother, I don't know.
Is it a high profile case?
Apparently, the nigga they asked for OJ Simpson's opinion on it, which I thought was really.
Hello.
I thought that was insanely funny.
What was his opinion? Did he do it?
I don't even remember what he said. It was just insanely hilarious. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is the political family. I remember.
Oh, the dude that he got his whole family, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. In South Carolina. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was just whacking them over time. Like,
yeah.
Boy, it was plotting my eye. In 18 months, I'm gonna cook my grandma. After that, I'm gonna probably lay low for like 5-6 months. I'm gonna start plotting, and I'm gonna get my cousin done up. Then
did they discover a motive?
I don't know. I mean, they even said like his grandfather died in 1940, and they definitely suspicious, and there was a huge payout. So this shit just running the family, bro.
And his grandma in 1940 killed his grandfather. That's hilarious.
Might not even be his grandma. It might have been his father, nigga, like his own dad. Like
he got the idea from his dad. Shit.
His dad was like, "Listen, nah, I'm gonna."
You ever get in a pinch for some money? I'm gonna tell you this life hack.
A life hack. Not this life hack. Oh man. Data taken from Yeah, he's a former prominent attorney accused of killing his wife and adult son. Sheesh. Who's accused in 2021 to a large rural estate. So they was okay, yeah. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, they was using that Cellubright shit, right? I know. Yeah, they probably was. Cellular from my phone began laying on a timeline of calls. Find my phone. iPhone was being used. That's what that could have been running in the background. So I could There was no precise GPS location. The family was fairly well. Okay, I'm not about to read all of this, but some trial, yeah, nigga whacked 2 of his family members, and I guess because he's rich, like he's probably gotten a whole bunch of
insurance money.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at this. DeSantis appointee to new Disney oversight board suggests the tap water could turn people gay. First off,
Yo.
But second off, a Disney oversight board is hilarious. Like, boy, DeSantis that's a losing battle. I don't think he really understands.
I think he do. I think he's just trying to throw his weight around. There's no way he really thinks that he can boss Disney around.
Yeah, there's no way. Like,
nigga, Disney is basically a country in Florida.
Yeah, literally. We got 51 states.
Disney is the 51st.
51st state of Disney. Yeah, this guy is a Christian ministry focused on outreach to men who's very worried about turning. I don't know, y'all. I ain't gonna say.
Oh, he's on the outreach to men, and he worried about. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say, but
he just keeping all the gay niggas for himself.
Not to mention, they say the level of testosterone in men has declined by 50 points. I'm like, is testosterone measured in points? Is that how we measure it? No, it's not. He wouldn't measure a substance in your body in points. What does that even mean?
Every time you lose a fight, you lose 13 points of testosterone until you eventually become a woman. That's how every woman is just a nigga that lost a bunch of fights.
Yo, man, every woman is a nigga that just. Oh man, yo.
This nigga said, "I'm at 26 now." By the way,
just count 0.
You almost there, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen once you get to 0.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll put that in like next week's shit where we can get into DeSantis and Disney and they battle. Because that nigga's losing.
Not even just Disney. DeSantis as a whole, he's on some Looney Tune shit right now in Florida. This nigga is acting unusual.
Yeah, hey man. We need to treat him like we be treating these chomos.
Yeah, agreed.
Brother, man. All right. Well, I think I'm just about done. You got anything else?
What else we got? Let's see. Let me look at this. Look at the agenda. Even though I can't really read.
We don't have left is, or only thing we didn't touch on was Sada Baby's new album. I wasn't gonna get into that, so if you're not touching that, then we out here.
It was good. All right, let's wrap it up.
Okay, yeah. Well, y'all heard it here first, folks. It was decent.
That's not what I said.
Well, it don't matter because you drink tap water. So, anyway. Proudfully. Oh yeah, I know you got pride. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's part of my agenda.
That you proud of too, right?
I wasn't gonna say this until the time was right, but that dude, the one that said tap water turn niggas gay, he's right. That's part of my agenda.
Bro, why would you tap him to push your agenda? Yeah,
because he's nuts. So niggas not gonna believe him. So niggas gonna keep drinking tap water.
Gotcha. Some
it's as simple as that.
Spray him too.
It's like all the people think that all the conspiracy theories are true, and that the government is just having crazy people spout out the conspiracy theories so that you don't believe them. That's what I'm going for right now. It's like reverse psychology almost.
Tell a nigga the whole plot, break it all down for him. All right, now here's the thing though. You can't take none of these materials home. So it's like you just gonna be telling this full-fledged plot from memory. You're gonna fuck it up, and it's just gonna sound the same because you're already insane anyway. But
yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, look, y'all heard it here first, folks. Disney's turning people. No, wait.
No, it's Disney. I appointed Disney. They're putting it in the tap water. They're putting
Disney.
Disney putting the gay in the tap water.
Disney's on my my gay oversight board. All right. Well, that's the case, ladies and gents. It's been another great one. 85 of them things down. 85 more at least. It's been great, man. It's been a pleasure. Any last words from the peanut gallery?
Is that the nigga listening?
It's a singular nigga listening. All right.
Peanut Gallery is quiet. That's crazy.
Well, I'll take that silence as a no. I want to give you guys some of your time back. So
Yo, I hate when niggas say that shit. Yo, I hate 3 minutes, bitch.
I'm gonna give you guys some of your time back, and y'all be easy, man. We out.